Well, look who decided to join the party. Guys, we're going to talk about, real quick, down and dirty. I made some acquisitions this month. I actually have some more acquisitions coming in. It's been a while. I've been waiting for the price to dip. Not that I'm psychic. I'm not. If I was, I actually think the price on silver is going to go down some more. I think there's some down. I would not be shocked if we got into the $19 range soon. And if we have any sort of market interruptions, like big time market interruptions, the downside limits, they there's a lot of room for downside, guys. A lot of room for downside. Okay? Now, you could also turn around and mess around and hit 30. Silver is very volatile, guys. I don't know if you knew that. That's not the point, though. Eventually, one of these days, maybe when I'm old and gray, um, maybe when I'm old and gray, the actual price of silver will be based on its scarcity and not what paper pushers will pay for it. But that's a different discussion, and who knows if and when that'll ever happen. Now, what you're looking at here, $162 that I spent, and some of it went very well. Eva, that is not a toy. Please cease and desist all bumping the camera activities. Por favor. All right. So, yeah. One purchase I'm very pleased with. So this is the culmination of two purchases. And the other purchase, not so much. Now, I got to tell you, ultimately, if you're wanting to make silver purchases, I recommend, like, face-to-face. Because I had someone contact me. They sent me a bunch of pictures, and I'll show you what this. Okay, now that looks like gold, right? But it's actually sterling that's gold plated. It's very reflective. So let me turn down the lights and see if I can actually show it to you. Let's see if that helps. So yeah, that seems to be a bit better. Not really though. Hold that thought. So, let me cut this open. We'll get rid of the glare of the plastic. This particular round is from the Franklin Mint. It was made in 1977, and it's to celebrate, it tells you right on there, Lindbergh. You probably can't see it, but it's there. Lindbergh departs. Okay, and it shows a map of the world and all this stuff. Now, it is gilded or plated, whatever you want to call it, sterling silver. Now, I wouldn't know that if I hadn't looked it up. Let's try it this way. There you go. That's working better. So, I'm just guessing a half ounce because it's not marked. And that's the most obnoxious part of this thing. Okay. So, let's turn this down. There we go. Maybe we can get this to actually read. But, yeah. Hindenburg departs. And all that. It's all amazing. But the point is, Let's see if we can focus. Focus. This is obnoxious. Point is, I paid $27 for this thing because the person sent me photos. I couldn't tell the size by the photos. And I dealt with this person before, so I never had any problems, but this is a pretty big problem. So I basically paid $27 for I knew it was gilded. I just thought it was an ounce. And I let them know that, yeah, that was some straight BS. And they can kiss off, I think. Oh, there we go. Lindbergh departs. You can read it now for some reason. Lindbergh departs. We found the magic spot. But, yeah, paid $27 for a freaking half-ounce plated round. I want to throw it in the trash. Silver would have to hit $50 an ounce, over $50 an ounce for this even. And it's scrap because the original coins came with a COA. There were 2 coins in the pack and it came with an envelope. So someone actually took this out, put it in a capsule, and sold it. I thought I was getting generic rates on a 1 ouncer. Instead, I was getting bent over and presented with, what you see there. So that's on the bad end. And that totally screws the whole purchase. So the other thing was I put in what I thought were reasonable offers, and I kept being told, well, that's not enough. Oh, that's not enough. Well, this is a 50% coin that's worth it's worth like $10 in silver. They want $15 for this thing. Okay? It's not even that rare. And they made a couple million of these. I already have one. I paid $5 for it. I paid $13 for this. You know, and now with this in mind, now I'm, it's like, okay, I was gonna pay a little extra, get a couple 1 ounce rounds. No. Now I've got this thing that I didn't need. I already have one, and I overpaid. But it's only $3 or whatever. Okay, that's great. It was 50% silver. First of all, who wants 50% silver? And who's gonna pay a premium on 50% silver? Well, I mean, if it's really old and cool, I will, but I already had one, like I said. Now, this is pretty cool, though. Mickey Mantle, he died this year, so it's a round, it's a generic round with Mickey Mantle on it. He won the Triple Crown at 56. This actually says 0.99 1 troy ounce on it, so at least there's that. It is a proof. Maybe we can get a clear shot of it. Yeah, that's a little better. So, yeah. I didn't mind paying $27 for that. That's fine. At the time, silver was, 22, high 22s, so whatever. And then, I thought 19 was a fair offer on this Maria Teresa restrike. He comes back at me with 23. I said, no, not a chance. So we met in the middle at 21. Well, I didn't realize it was worn and beat up. I didn't realize that it's all scratched up on the face. Well, I really wish this thing would focus. There we go. See that? It's all marred up. So be careful out there, guys. If you're buying based off pictures, I knew I was overpaying, but I didn't realize the extent until I got the coins. And I don't know, maybe that half-ounce round just really put me in a bad mood. Here, this one's okay. It's a 50 centavos from 1944. Not a lot of wear on it. It's pretty toned, though. It's a nice coin. I got no problem with this coin. Paid $7, And I was trying to get a peso in the deal. I offered them double melt, and they shot me down. It wasn't even in good shape. It wasn't even, but fine. You know, it wasn't even very fine. You guys tell me, "Oh, that's not even close." Well, it wasn't a key date. So the whole time I'm just like, you know, a lot of times this guy talks to me, I roll my eyes, but wow, this really, really pisses me off. Honestly, this really pisses me off. Man. You know, so no, I don't think we'll be buying. I made a couple purchases from them. It went well the first time. Well, the first time was like all right, but the second time went pretty well. Not great, but pretty well. Nah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. No more. No more. Anyway, the second purchase I made though, it went a little better. Got some cool stuff. Solid deal. $60 for 3 coins. So I don't usually buy holders, but why not? I didn't actually have this Canadian dollar. I don't have a lot of Canadian dollars because the premiums on these are pretty wild, I think. Considering they're 80%, they're only 0.6 ounces. But yeah, $20. I have no problem with that. And it wasn't $20 for that coin, but I'm just calling it $20 because it was $60 for the lot. So I just divided it by 3. Here's the second coin in the lot. It says 67. I think they made 8 or 10 million of these, so it's not scarce or anything. But it's worth $15 mouth, so 5 over. Not great, but we add it all together. It came to $30 an ounce, which I paid more. And these are nice coins. Not bad. I can't complain about that. And then there's this coin that came with it, So I didn't realize it at the time of purchase, but there are 3 varieties of 1910 5 Bolivar coins from Venezuela. Now, Venezuela's been in the news quite a bit lately. This happens to be the round O variety. Do you see that? So there's an oval O, a round O, and a narrow date. And as far as I can tell, the narrow date's the really rare one. But all told, even all 3 varieties, there's only 400,000 of these that were minted that year. And they were minted in Paris. So I learned all kinds of cool stuff since it came in. Kind of sad what's going on in Venezuela. But I don't think they're going to be alone too much longer. I'm not giving financial advice, guys, but I don't know if you're looking at the fundamentals in the markets, but every freaking index, every freaking measure is telling us all the major markets are in bubbles. Then you couple that with supply shortages, international restrictions on travel and trade. You got freighters just piling up in the oceans. You've got the dollar gaining value despite the more dollars being made. I won't say printed because they're mostly digital. Being made in the last 2 years than at any clip in all of U.S. history, and the dollar's going up in value. Why is that? How does that make sense? And that's the other thing, inflation. Inflation's up. Okay? Inflation is way above expectation, but all the signs and symptoms to me say deflation's coming. And I could be wrong. But either way, hyperinflation, which is what's happening here, right, to our friends in Venezuela, or deflation, which is the ultimate bad deal. I I think I figured it out, guys. I figured out how to focus. Hey, just focus. Cool. So that's awesome. Now you can actually see this. Where's this all going? So we got key signals for all kinds of stuff. The fundamentals aren't there anymore, and yet stocks go up, 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 and up. But they're down 1,000 points in the month of September. And let's not even talk about bonds and rates and yields and all this. I'm just saying, there's some stuff going down, guys. We are definitely not in your average, ordinary, everyday times. That's what I'm saying. So maybe this round here is a wake up call. Yeah, maybe the plane is going to go down, and or we need to depart, right? Maybe. But I do know this. I'm gonna keep buying the dip because, man, I've been working 6 days a week. That's why I haven't made any videos. I've been working stupid hours again. We've got new political moves globally, by the way, not just in the USA with the president. No, we've got stuff going on globally. We've got stuff. Just check out Australia. Listen, I'm not going to get into it. Just check out Australia, guys. Check out South Africa. Do a little looky there. See what's going on there. Check out the UK. There's some stuff going on there. I don't know if you guys care, but I've never seen the geopolitical climate quite like this. And I just, up is down, down is up. Tell me what you think in the comments. I definitely got bent over on that one purchase, but that's just the game, guys. That's the game. I bought them sight unseen, and that is on me. And I assumed this was a 1 ounce round, but it wasn't. It's a half ounce round, and I'll show you what I mean, guys. Now, correct me in the comments if you know exactly what the weight of this is, but I'm guessing it's a half ounce. I know it's sterling silver. It's just a little bigger than half of this. And who knows, it could be 0.6. It could be the same weight as this dollar. But I don't know. It could be. It's definitely a higher percentage. So this could be 0.6 of an ounce. But it's at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's not an ounce. And I paid an ounce price. And without that COA and any of that thing's scrap. It's scrap. And even if I had all that, it's from the Franklin Mint. Who cares? The Franklin Mint, nobody cares about the Franklin Mint. People got taken as suckers in the 70s and 80s by those cats. Not that they weren't selling real products, but let's face it. You go look at the values on the coins they did for the Bahamas, the Cook Islands. They did coins all over the world. Go look at the values on those. The mintages are minuscule, and yet I can still get them near or at melt. And I have several videos showing that. So Franklin Mint doesn't make it worth anything to me. And being plated with gold doesn't make it. Anyway, find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake and have an amazing day. That's me venting. I do have the pirate ships, guys. They're coming up. I just haven't had time. I do apologize. Take care. And stay safe out there.